Hey guys, in this video we're going to be taking a look at Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion by Ironclad Games, and it's currently on Steam for £24.99. This is going to be a quick look at this game. It's very late here in the UK. I have work in the morning, so I'm going to be doing this as a two-part video. This is just going to be the brief introduction of the single player, as well as show you guys the options, and then hopefully tomorrow, early as possible, I'll release another video which will basically be further into the single player campaign to give you more of an idea of it. I wasn't going to do this video. I was working on the website today, and basically I completely forgot this game was to be released, if I'm honest. So I just noticed it, downloaded it, and I wasn't going to touch it tonight, but I decided to fire it up anyway, and I really want to bring this to you guys. I've never played a Sins game before, so this is a completely new learning experience for me, so I'm not even going to attempt to jump into online. I'm going to go straight for single player. Let's see, we have tutorials, basic gameplay, basic logistics, advanced interface, advanced logistics. Damn! This is why I'm very happy that I jumped into single player. Basic gameplay, let's have a look at this. We'll have a look at a few basic tutorials today, just so we can get an idea of what the graphics look like and so on, and tomorrow we'll have a look at something else. Now, I have seen various images of this, and it does look quite pretty. Anyway, welcome to Sins of Empire Rebellion. This tutorial introduces basically the interface and gameplay concepts. You can get information about most objectives. That's displayed an info card, which is displayed on the right. I'm assuming this must be it. Let's see. The Empire tree on the left screen is a collapsible display of ships and structures, orbiting any planet where you have something selected. Damn. This is going to be an extremely in-depth RTS. By default, the Empire tree shows planets as expanded term with ships and structures sorted the groups beneath the planet. Ooh dear. This is a capital ship. They are large warships and anchor your fleet. As they gain experience, they become increasingly more powerful. Objects can be selected by left-clicking on them in the main view.
Reporting in.
Okay, good. Notice the units show the Empire icon above themselves. When selected, they have a flight, blah 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 blah. Yup. Okay, and observe the better bottom management options. We'll take a look at this further in a moment. Okay. Geez, there is a lot of options there.
Reporting for duty.
Despite their power, their expense may rare. Small vessels like antis, frigates and cruisers make up the core of the Empire fleet. Here are a few basic frigates to accompany your capital ship. So if we were to click on them, we can't actually click on them. We can. Oh, I see. Because it's locking us in. Multi-object can select by dragging over the mouse button.
What now? Where do you
Okay,
need me?
fair enough.
Wow,
you can zoom out really far. Let's see. Hold control and then left click on an object. Okay, so where's the capital ship? That's what I want to know. If you want to ban the strong alpha, okay. Great. You can also rotate the camera, hold the right mouse button, and oh dear.
Reporting in.
Wow, look at that. That's awesome. You can actually see the gases on the star move. That's pretty impressive. It reminds me of, I think it's Rigel, astronomy experts. Is it Rigel that's the massive blue star? I'm pretty sure it's Rigel. My brain's really tired, so I'm probably getting that completely wrong. There are actually a number, of course, of massive blue stars, because obviously the colour represents the size and heat. Anyway, that's completely random, never mind. All planets have a gravity well. When the gravity is strong, notice the faint ring denoting the edge. That would be that, I'm assuming. Okay, you may see. Phase lanes mark the path of the travel to other nearby stellar bodies. That would be that. Ships can give a left click on the button, action grid, move. Then left click the destination.
Ahead slow.
Around the order. Can also be issued context-specific orders, right mouse button. In most situations, it will be issued movements or follow order. Let's explore one of the capital ship's other features while it's in transit. Capital ships also act as mobile hangars. How do we get out of this? That's the question.
We're underway.
Oh, I see. You have to left click. I get it. I understand.
Where do you need me?
Oh, I see.
Give the order.
I see.
Got a job for me? Give
So,
the order. I won't let you down.
I see.
Give the order.
It's quite interesting. Basically, it moves. You can see the entire thing move. It's very, very cool. Far beyond my scope of understanding at the moment. But anyway, squadron management. Good. There are a number of strike craft bombers that carry heavy weapons to damage larger, well-armoured targets and fighters, which are very fast and well suited for attacking bombers and lightly armoured targets. Go ahead and build a squadron. How do we do this? Fighter squadron, maybe. Great. Capital ships continue to produce no cost. You may have noticed that unlike your capital planet, other ships in the system currently do not show their planet type. By right-clicking on the planet's icon in the main view.
I'll do my best.
Oh, I see. So it's sometimes locking us in, so we can't do certain
Phase
things.
jump underway.
What's this?
All hands, prepare for phase jump.
Ah, frigates, cruisers. I see.
Phase jump complete.
This is very cool. I have absolutely no idea what the action button is.
What now?
Attack? Oh, I see.
I'm on it.
So we have to pew 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 them. I'm not quite sure how demanding this game is. For me, everything's set to high at 1920 by 1080. This game does not support 720p. For those of you who are
What now?
just happen to be using, say, a lower definition HD TV, of course 720p, which is not true HD, but it does not support 720p because I'm assuming the UI, which is fairly large. So I'm recording in 1080, which is unusual for RGT. Normally, typically, we record in lower resolution. I could have recorded in, say, I don't know, I think it's anything vertically up to 768, I think, is minimum vertical resolution. So theoretically, you could even play it by 1024 by 768 screen. Nice explosions. Seems to be a couple of space combat games I actually recently played. There we go. Excellent, your capital ship has gained a level from experience earned with defeating the ships. Awesome. In addition to increase the attributes of the capital ship, now its ability point if you spend, click unlock. To spend a point, select the capital ship.
Where do you need me?
And then ability management. Ah, I see. Triggered skills required. I have absolutely no idea. Oh, fair enough. Well, I'll have that now anyway. When there's a should automatically decide what to right click on ability. Okay, how do you colonize an asteroid?
Reporting in. Where do you need me? Ahead slow.
I'm assuming we just right click on this.
Sound plan.
I see colonize.
Ahead
That makes sense. The game's certainly large. I'm playing for 11 minutes and I'm still on the first part of the tutorial. This is why I was saying that I probably have to stick a few videos into this. I'll probably do this tutorial video just to give you an idea of how roughly the game plays, in case you're like, okay, I must immediately buy this game. I just want to give you guys a sense of the complexity of it.
A new colony has been founded.
After all, some people really don't like super complex RTS, they just want like kind of jump in and play. Others really like, you know, the management systems, such as economy and various other bits and pieces. So you'll instantly know whether this is your type of game, hopefully. So this is more for those people on the fence. I will release another video, as I said, which will be slightly more in depth than this. Asteroid population tax income provide specific asteroids an info card. Whenever you colonize a planet asteroid, a construction frigate is also created. This ship is responsible for building structures within the planet's gravity well. It's kind of interesting how a lot of this stuff has zero cost.
Reporting in.
The nearby planet, eh? Where the hell is the nearby planet? I'm assuming that must be it. Just before I do that, I'm just somewhat curious what happens if we click on this. Develop planet. I see, fair enough.
How can I be of service?
Well, you can kiss my shiny metal ass.
Give the order.
This is what you can do, my friend.
I won't let you down.
You better not, that shake fest. Okay, we have all of our dudes doing things. I'm assuming I clicked it right. Looks like I did. I have so many damn people. Detail on the frigates is not the greatest. Wow, that's just really weird.
Base jump underway.
It's kind of weird when you start rotating like that. Gives you a real sense of the size, especially when you start doing really crazy stuff like that. Admittedly, I am on a what I'd consider a fairly small area at the moment. But still, that is a very cool looking planet, dude. Okay.
How can I be of service? Got a job for me? Reporting in.
There should be an attack button somewhere.
Brace for combat.
I'm not sure, because I don't know the story, whether I'm the good guys or the bad guys. It's probably never a good start. The fact that it says Sins of the Solar Empire is probably...
Give the order.
And this guy's getting absolutely massacred, he's getting beaten with a sledgehammer. Let's just get in nice and close so we can see the particle effects. That looked nice.
Got a job for me?
My mothership is that one.
Where do you need me?
Oh, I see. So he's doing that automatically. This is definitely one of the slower paced games out there. You can actually see sometimes this guy's health actually somewhat regenerates. Yeah, he's done. His warp drive just went boom, I believe is the correct term. This guy's obviously a bit larger and should be able to withstand a little bit more damage. Although the fact he's getting pounded by my big old warship is probably not going to go too well for him. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Battlestar Galactica. Actually no, I'll take that back. It doesn't look like Battlestar Galactica. Just on first glance. I do miss that show. I wonder when the new one's going to start. Apparently it's going to be a prequel or something with Adama in his younger years.
Give the order.
I don't suppose anyone actually has any inkling when that's going to begin. Really miss Battlestar. It's one of the sci-fi shows that I can never get tired of. Although for some reason I haven't bought the last season on Blu-ray or DVD, because basically I bought the first season on a Blu-ray as well, sorry, DVD, as well as a couple of other seasons. But of course then invariably I got a PS3 and Blu-rays became cheaper, and then they released them all on Blu-ray, so I thought, well, I'm not going to buy the last season on Blu-ray, so I'm just waiting to get it all cheap, to be honest, on Blu-ray. Little bit of useless information, but hey, it's around 11 o'clock at night, and I've been working all day, so, you know, I think I'm allowed to ramble a little bit. Only capital ships, titans, and stage frigates are able to bomb a planet. To begin bombing, simply attack the planet. That sounds simple.
How can I be of service?
Oh dear.
Hold steady. We're going in.
This could be interesting. I'm sorry, but that really... I'll tell you what freaks me out about that. It's not the fact you can do it. It's actually the smoothness it rotates. I was saying earlier about the performance. I am, for those of you who are not familiar, running a Sandy Bridge setup. I am not overclocked my system simply because I don't really feel there's a need. And there is no lag whatsoever. I don't particularly think this is going to be majorly graphically intensive, however. It's probably more CPU intensive, at a pure guess. Perhaps that would change if there was a huge amount of ships on screen. It probably increase the load on the GPU a bit more, but generally speaking I think it's going to be extremely CPU intensive, particularly in large battles. I'm not quite sure how intensive though. It kills population, sounds great.
Give me something to bomb. How can I be of service?
Give you something to bomb. There's nothing if not.
Secure the passengers.
Some of it. You can see just how much damage this thing's already taking. Right there, in case you're unaware. I've roughly done around about 60% damage, 66% damage now. Okay, a lot more now. It's almost done. You can see this is not a speedy game. This is once again not one of those games where you can say, oh, I don't know, just sneak a quick match in. It's going to be a long haul kind of thing. Maybe if you're at expert level, you know exactly what you're doing. But certainly for me,
Wiped out an enemy colony.
this concludes the basic tutorial.
Complete.
See, now we also have all of these. Interesting, you can also have a map designer as well. That's kind of cool. Let's just have a quick look at basic logistics. Let's see. See, this is where you start getting into heavy amounts of, well, resources. So what I'll probably do, I think this has been I don't think I can make it much later for me, because as I said, I have work in the morning. I'll edit this video, stick it up on for you guys, so you can get a basic idea of at least the gameplay. I'm going to be going through these over the next day or so, and then I'll probably put out another video just to give you my thoughts on the game overall, and there you have it. So far, I definitely think it's a good game. If you're wondering if I think you should get it, I've only played it for a little bit. I've only done a small amount of research on it. But, once again, I think you're going to know, probably from these videos alone, to be honest, if this is your type of game. If you're the kind of player who immediately from this tutorial is like, yeah, this is just, you know, not my thing, you'll probably know. On the other hand, if you're the kind of player who salivates over the thought of, well, this. So, for example, if you're a Homeworld fanatic from back in the day, or say you're an Eve player or something similar, then you'll definitely like it. Personally, this is not super my cup of tea. That's not to say it's a bad game. It's just not normally something I would play. However, I am heavily into space and all that type of thing, so I'm actually willing to give this one a shot, and I'll probably try to learn it a little bit to at least give you guys a bit of a more of an in-depth video, perhaps with a bit more of my opinions. So as I said, most likely tomorrow, possibly the day after, depending on my scheduling. So thank you guys, and keep a lookout. Hopefully this has been somewhat informative. I apologise once again for the brevity of this video. Normally I would make it far longer, but I don't want to be particularly be a zombie in work tomorrow, since I do web and graphic design for a living. It would probably not go too well. So, bye for now, and take care of yourselves.